Cindy Williams was born Cynthia Jane Williams on August 22, 1947, in Van Nuys, Los Angeles, a city that would play a central role in her life story. She grew up in a modest yet loving household where her father, Beachard Bill Williams, worked long hours in an electronics plant, and her mother juggled the responsibilities of being a waitress and a homemaker. Even as a young girl, Cindy displayed a gentle curiosity about the world around her and a strong spark for storytelling. She was shy, yet imaginative, often finding ways to express herself through writing, performing in her local church, and entertaining those around her with small, heartfelt acts of creativity. The family moved briefly to Dallas before returning to Los Angeles, where Cindy's early experiences would lay the foundation for a life that would one day captivate audiences everywhere. Her childhood was not glamorous, but was rich in love and laughter, instilling in her a sense of humility and warmth that would define her personality for decades. From the start, Cindy's life was marked by both opportunity and challenge, with lessons learned from ordinary experiences that would later help her relate to millions of fans who saw themselves in her roles. From an early age, Cindy found solace and excitement on stage. She performed in plays at Birmingham High School, discovering the joy of embodying different characters and telling stories through performance. It was during these years that she realized acting was not just a pastime, but a calling. She graduated in 1965, just a year behind another future star, Sally Field, and immediately sought ways to deepen her craft. She attended Los Angeles City College, where she immersed herself in drama and theater studies. While pursuing her education, Cindy also began modeling and acting in commercials, appearing in ads for companies like Foster Grant Sunglasses and Trans World Airlines. These small steps gave her a taste of life in the entertainment industry, teaching her about the demands of performing, the unpredictability of auditions, and the thrill of connecting with audiences, even in brief appearances. Cindy's early work may have seemed modest, but it planted the seeds for a lifelong journey that would take her from humble beginnings to the bright lights of Hollywood. Cindy's professional career truly began in the early 1970s, with guest appearances in popular television shows of the era, such as Love, American Style, Room 222, and Nanny and the Professor. Each role, while small, offered a valuable lesson about perseverance, humility, and the importance of hard work. Cindy's talent and warmth were apparent even in minor roles, capturing the attention of casting agents and directors. A pivotal moment came when she agreed to help a fellow student from Los Angeles City College as a scene partner for an audition. That simple act led to a connection with the prestigious Actors Studio West, marking another significant step in her journey. In 1972, Cindy made her first notable big-screen appearance in George Cukor's Travels with My Aunt, portraying Laura Henderson with a quiet depth that mirrored her own personality. The following year, she starred opposite Ron Howard in George Lucas's American Graffiti, playing Laurie Henderson, a sweet and steady girlfriend. This film became a cultural phenomenon and earned her a BAFTA nomination, signaling her arrival in Hollywood and proving that her talent could hold its own on the big screen. Despite these early successes, Cindy's path was not without challenges. She auditioned for the role of Princess Leia in Star Wars, a part that eventually went to Carrie Fisher, yet the experience demonstrated how close she came to being part of cinematic history. Her early career was a mix of triumphs and near misses, each experience shaping her resilience and commitment to her craft. In 1975, her life and career took a defining turn when she met Penny Marshall, a meeting that began casually on a double date, but eventually blossomed into one of television's most beloved partnerships. Both women share a love for comedy, a natural instinct for timing, and a desire to bring joy to audiences. Their paths crossed professionally at Francis Ford Coppola's Zoetrope Studios, where they worked together as part of a small team of comedy writers. These early collaborations were modest but meaningful, forming a foundation of friendship, laughter, and shared ambition that would soon capture the hearts of millions. The pivotal moment in Cindy Williams' career came with her casting in Laverne and Shirley in 1975. Initially intended as minor characters on Happy Days, Cindy's Shirley Feeney and Penny's Laverne DeFazio quickly won the hearts of viewers. Their chemistry, relatability, and humor transformed them from supporting roles into television icons. By 1976, Laverne and Shirley had premiered as a full series, becoming an instant hit and a cultural touchstone. The show chronicled the lives of two working-class women navigating friendship, love, and daily challenges, blending humor with heartfelt moments that audiences could identify with. Cindy's portrayal of Shirley brought warmth, vulnerability, and authenticity to the character, making her a beloved figure for generations of viewers. For 8 seasons, Cindy captivated audiences, building a legacy of laughter, relatability, and inspiration. Even as her fame grew, Cindy's personal life remained grounded. During the show's 8th season, she became pregnant with her first child, a joyous event that created tension behind the scenes. Concerned that her pregnancy might disrupt the show, the producers struggled to reconcile reality with scripted television. Eventually, Cindy decided to leave Laverne and Shirley, a difficult choice that underscored her commitment to family while marking the end of an era. Though fans mourned the departure, Cindy's life continued to flourish in other ways. She married actor and musician Bill Hudson in 1982, and together they welcomed 2 children, Emily and Zachary. Cindy prioritized motherhood and family, finding joy in the quiet, everyday moments that balanced the demands of her career. Despite her divorce in 2000, Cindy chose a life centered on family, friends, and the creative passions that had always defined her and her later career. Cindy continued to act in both television and theater, demonstrating her versatility and commitment to her craft. She appeared in productions such as UFO, Joanna, and Normal Life, as well as touring nationally in plays including Moon Over Buffalo, Death Trap, and Grease. In 2007, she made her Broadway debut in The Drowsy Chaperone, fulfilling a long-time dream. Even as she stepped away from the spotlight, Cindy's influence endured, with guest appearances, stage work, and public engagements reminding fans of her enduring talent. She also became a brand ambassador for Visiting Angels, dedicating her platform to helping seniors live with dignity and care, reflecting her lifelong compassion and commitment to making a difference beyond entertainment. Cindy Williams' final years were marked by courage, grace, and an unyielding dedication to her work. Despite declining health in 2022, she continued to perform, plan projects, and engage with her fans, displaying the relentless spirit that had defined her life. On January 25, 2023, Cindy passed away at the age of 75, surrounded by family in Los Angeles. Her death was met with an outpouring of grief and tributes from colleagues, fans, and friends, including Ron Howard and her co-stars. Her children honored her as a woman of humor, generosity, and light, emphasizing the profound impact she had on all who knew her. Cindy's passing also highlighted the deep bond she shared with Penny Marshall, both on and off the screen, cementing a friendship that remains legendary in television history. The legacy of Cindy Williams is one of laughter, resilience, and enduring humanity. From her early days in Los Angeles to the heights of Hollywood fame, she remained grounded, kind, and dedicated to her craft. She inspired countless viewers through her warmth, relatability, and talent, leaving behind a body of work that continues to resonate. Whether through iconic roles in American Graffiti or Laverne and Shirley, memorable stage performances, or quiet acts of compassion, Cindy touched lives in profound and lasting ways. Her story reminds us that true greatness lies not just in fame or accolades, but in the ability to uplift others, pursue one's passions, and live with sincerity, kindness, and heart. Even 2 years after her passing, Cindy Williams remains a light in the hearts of those who knew her and those who admired her work. Her story is a testament to the power of perseverance, friendship, and joy, a reminder that stars may leave the stage, but their influence and spirit endure forever. Cindy Williams will always be remembered not just as an actress, but as a woman who lived fully, loved deeply, and inspired countless others through her talent, humor, and unwavering humanity. Even after stepping away from the relentless pace of Hollywood, Cindy Williams' life remained rich with purpose, creativity, and quiet resilience. In the years following the conclusion of Laverne and Shirley, she embraced projects that spoke to her heart rather than chasing fame or fortune. She continued to appear in television shows and films, taking on roles that allowed her to explore her craft in different ways, always infusing her performances with the warmth, humor, and authenticity that had become her trademark. Beyond the screen, Cindy found a deep connection to the theater, touring nationally in productions like Moon Over Buffalo, Death Trap, and Grease, where audiences delighted in her comedic timing and gentle presence. Her Broadway debut in 2007 as Mrs. Tottenhale in The Drowsy Chaperone was a culmination of decades of dedication, a moment where dreams long nurtured finally came to fruition. Even in these quieter years, Cindy's spirit never dimmed. She maintained strong friendships, most notably with Penny Marshall, with whom she shared a bond that transcended professional collaboration. Their relationship, marked by laughter, mutual respect, and shared memories, became a testament to the enduring power of friendship forged in the early days of their careers. At the same time, Cindy devoted herself to her family, cherishing her roles as mother and grandmother with devotion that often surpassed her professional accomplishments. Her children, Emily and Zachary, were central to her world, and she navigated the complexities of balancing family life with professional commitments with grace and humility. Her personal life, while quieter than her days in the limelight, was rich in love, laughter, and meaningful connections, reflecting a woman who understood that true fulfillment extended beyond the applause of an audience. In 2015, she published her memoir, Surely I Jest, capturing her life story with the humor, honesty, and warmth that had endeared her to millions. She also became a brand ambassador for Visiting Angels, dedicated herself to improving the lives of seniors and advocating for dignity and care, an extension of the kindness and generosity that defined her personality. By all accounts, Cindy Williams lived with a deep awareness of life's fleeting nature, cherishing every moment, embracing challenges with courage, and inspiring those around her to do the same. Her passing on January 25, 2023, at the age of 75, was met with an outpouring of grief and remembrance, highlighting the profound impact she had on Hollywood, her family, and fans around the world. Colleagues, co-stars, and friends shared heartfelt tributes, recalling her infectious laughter, her patience, her professionalism, and the gentle light she brought into every room. From Ron Howard to Dante, the memories of her performances and personality served as reminders that Cindy's influence extended far beyond the screen. For her sister, Carolyn Williams, recounting Cindy's final months was both painful and comforting, a bittersweet reflection on a life lived fully, with dignity, humor, and love. Carol described her sister as a fighter who faced illness privately, never allowing her pain to define her or overshadow the joy she brought to others. Cindy's relentless spirit, even in the face of decline, and her unwavering dedication to family, friends, and craft, left an indelible mark on everyone she encountered. In the hearts of fans and loved ones alike, Cindy Williams continues to live on, not merely as a celebrated actress, but as a symbol of perseverance, kindness, and the quiet power of a life lived with authenticity. Her legacy is visible in the laughter she inspired, the performances she left behind, and the memories cherished by those who knew her personally. Even as years pass, Cindy's story serves as a timeless reminder that true stardom is measured not by awards or recognition, but by the love, light, and inspiration one leaves behind. And in that sense, Cindy Williams remains an eternal star whose influence and spirit will never fade. Cindy Williams' journey to stardom was not a sudden burst of fame, but a steady climb fueled by talent, determination, and a quiet resilience that set her apart from many of her peers. After honing her craft in high school and Los Angeles City College, she began appearing in small television roles and national commercials, her approachable charm and gentle demeanor catching the attention of casting directors. These early experiences, while modest, were crucial in shaping her understanding of the industry, the long hours, the uncertainty, and the discipline required to survive in Hollywood. Her first significant breakthrough came with the film American Graffiti in 1973, where she played Laurie Henderson alongside Ron Howard in George Lucas' iconic story of teenage life in the early 1960s. The role, though not the lead, showcased Cindy's natural ability to convey sincerity, warmth, and subtle humor, qualities that would soon become her signature. Her performance earned her a BAFTA nomination for Best Supporting Actress, signaling her arrival on the Hollywood scene. Around this time, she also worked with acclaimed director Francis Ford Coppola in conversation, further demonstrating her versatility and ability to hold her own alongside some of the industry's most respected talents. It was during this period that Cindy met Penny Marshall, a friendship that would forever change the course of her career. Their first meeting was casual, almost incidental, yet it sparked a connection rooted in mutual admiration, comedic instinct, and a shared understanding of what it meant to pursue dreams in a demanding industry. Their camaraderie and chemistry became evident when they reunited at Zoetrope Studios, where both were working behind the scenes on comedy projects. When Penny's brother, Producer Gary Marshall needed a reliable and funny actress for a guest appearance on Happy Days. Penny immediately recommended Cindy. The decision would prove pivotal. In 1975, Cindy was cast as Shirley Feeney in the pilot for what would become Laverne and Shirley. Initially intended as short-term guest roles, Cindy and Penny's performances captured the hearts of audiences instantly. The two young actresses brought to life relatable, working-class women navigating friendship, love, and ambition with humor and sincerity. Their on-screen dynamic was electric, blending comedy with genuine emotional depth in a way that resonated deeply with viewers. By 1976, the show was launched as a full series, and Cindy Williams' career entered a new stratosphere. Over the next 8 seasons, Shirley Feeney became a household name, a symbol of warmth, resilience, and heart in a world of laughter and relatable struggles. Cindy's ability to balance comedic timing with vulnerability allowed her character to be more than a caricature. Shirley was a real person, someone viewers could see themselves in, someone whose joys, frustrations, and dreams mirrored their own. Off-screen, Cindy and Penny shared an extraordinary friendship, supporting each other through the challenges of fame, long shooting schedules, and the pressures of maintaining a hit show. Yet, success was not without its trials. During the show's 8th season, Cindy became pregnant, an event that introduced tension with the producers who worried about disrupting the series' formula. Despite these pressures, Cindy navigated the situation with professionalism and grace, ultimately choosing to step away from Laverne and Shirley to prioritize her family and personal well-being. Her departure was bittersweet, marking the end of an era, but also showcasing the values that defined her life: integrity, love for her family, and dedication to her own happiness. Even as the show concluded, the impact of her work endured. Cindy Williams had not only entertained millions, but had created a legacy of laughter, relatability, and authenticity that would continue to influence television audiences for generations. The combination of her talent, perseverance, and heartfelt performances ensured that Shirley Feeney remained an iconic character, while Cindy herself became a beloved figure in Hollywood history, remembered as much for her kindness and humility as for her enduring contributions to the entertainment world. After leaving Laverne and Shirley, Cindy Williams entered a new chapter of her life, one that combined personal growth, family responsibilities, and continued dedication to her craft. While she stepped away from the intense spotlight of weekly television, her passion for acting never waned. She pursued roles that allowed her to explore different facets of performance, including television guest appearances, film projects, and theater. In the 1980s and 1990s, Cindy appeared in short-lived sitcoms like Getting By and Normal Life, showing that her charm, comedic timing, and warmth could carry a show even outside the familiar environment of her iconic role as Shirley Feeney. Simultaneously, Cindy embraced the theater, performing in nationally touring productions such as Moon Over Buffalo, Death Trap, and Grease, where audiences could experience her energy and talent live up close and with a personal connection that television could not fully capture. Her Broadway debut in 2007 in The Drowsy Chaperone as Mrs. Tottenhale was a dream realized after decades of hard work and perseverance, allowing her to showcase the breadth of her abilities in a new and celebrated venue. Beyond her professional accomplishments, Cindy's personal life flourished with her marriage to actor and musician Bill Hudson in 1982. Together, they welcomed 2 children, Emily and Zachary, who became central to Cindy's world. While her marriage eventually ended in divorce in 2000, Cindy's devotion to her family never wavered. She prioritized motherhood and family relationships, focusing on creating a loving and supportive environment, demonstrating that her values extended far beyond career ambitions. Throughout these years, she also remained deeply committed to her friendships, particularly her enduring bond with Penny Marshall. Their connection, characterized by mutual respect, shared humor, and unwavering support, was a source of joy and stability for Cindy, highlighting the importance she placed on genuine human connection. In 2015, she published her memoir, Surely I Jest, offering an intimate look into her life and career. Written with honesty, warmth, and humor, the memoir allowed fans to understand the person behind the beloved characters, sharing stories of triumph, challenge, laughter, and resilience. That same year, Cindy became a brand ambassador for Visiting Angels, a senior care organization, dedicating her time and influence to promoting dignity, compassion, and quality of life for seniors. This work reflected her lifelong commitment to kindness, empathy, and using her platform to make a positive difference in the lives of others. Even in her later years, Cindy's dedication to her craft and her loved ones remained unwavering. She continued to perform occasionally on stage and screen, maintain relationships with colleagues, and find joy in small creative projects. Her humility, generosity, and gentle humor defined not only her career, but also the way she approached life, leaving a legacy that extended beyond applause and accolades. When she passed away on